Hello fellow Helldivers, I bring you a video about how critical thinking in the universe of Helldivers 2 is not necessarily considered treason or anti-democratic. This is coming from a fellow Helldiver that has been devoted over 1000 hours of service in this game, being active since the Malevolent Creek incident and even a little before than that. So then, when you look at the Galactic War map, you notice that we are fighting a war on three fronts. We have the Automaton factions, which is one of the strongest contestants against Super Earth supremacy. Then we have the Terminids, which are merely fuel for our weapons and ships. And lastly, we have the Illuminate, which, despite our best efforts, they managed to breach the defenses and invade Super Earth. Luckily, they were repelled, after leaving tremendous damage to the planet and the nearby systems. And so here's my critique. After liberating Oshaun, one of the toughest planets that Helldivers have fought in, and extracting 7-11, why is it that we have not heard anything from the Center of Science in Fenrir 3 and Turin, the Xenoentomology Center, which is supposedly going to tell us about terminid behavior? And this is the part that upsets me slightly, is the fact that we didn't hear from Turin at all how to defeat the Hive Lords when we were fighting in Oshaun. We had to figure that ourselves after countless and hundreds of thousands of soldiers were lost. We figured it was one of the best solutions to just blast off a scale and then kill it, focusing fire on one single point. Where was the Xenoentomology Center when we needed the most? And then, shifting the focus to a more important part, the Illuminate has amazing technology that we can harness and we can use in order to power our better weapons and equipments. We have done this before in the form of Warpact, and we have able to harness the Dark Fluid, the very same thing that they use for the fuels and energy, for our own equipment. Now, this whole thing is still pretty freaking basic. It's a supplied stratagem, but it still seems to work amazingly. See, why don't we have a Xenoentomology Center for Illuminate that can specialize in 7-11? Because if you recall, on Turin, it says they do terminid behavior, ecology, and 7-10 potential gather. It will be really useful if we actually start having a 7-11 facility in the Illuminate sector so that we can start using their weapons and energy for our benefit. And without really going crazy, you can even stop the dependence on the Terminids' fuel factor, their fossils, as we use them and recycle them, and just blast all of those planets and focus the war on the Automaton and the Illuminate faction. Now, am I going to be in trouble and be sent to re-education camp for this? I don't think so. Super Earth still has my loyalty and will always do. My anti-material rifle and my potato divers, which is my community, we're always gonna keep fighting for the benefit of Super Earth. I'm just suggesting, thinking, as I said before, critically, maybe this is the future of Super Earth. Maybe that's where the Galactic War should be heading towards too. So what do you think, Helldiver? Let me know in the comments your thoughts about this. Thank you for watching, see you on the next one.